Super laggy. Or it's blurry. Let's see. Got the chart set up for tomorrow. We are extremely oversold on a 30-minute. Just a casual, like, $300-point open and like almost $600-point drop. Right before, yeah, about 300 points. Yeah, about 600-point drop after that. Crazy. How do you mute the mic? Oh, mute. Haha. Let's see so I can hear myself. Testing, testing. Am I not plugged in? Why can't I hear myself? Oh, I don't know why. Testing, testing. All right. I think we might be good to go. Trying this thing out. 1,000. Okay, change it. Stream output. Does that fix it? Alright, well, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. Do I need to like restart this? For the settings to I pushed apply. For the settings to take effect, I'm not sure. Hey, Miss Dawn Jackson. Hi, Auntie. Trying to get, familiar with the streaming software so that I can start going live while I trade sometimes, and kind of teach people as much as I can live without being, without getting in trouble for it. So, is the picture really grainy? Can you? It looks a little blurry on my end, but you can see for the most part. Okay, good, nice. I thought we were gonna have some crazy action like this today, but I didn't know it was gonna open and drop like that, so I guess we missed all the fun. It may get busy around like 8:39. But I'm glad you jumped in here. Somebody jumped in here. I know it's my first time going live, so probably not a lot of people were alerted. I gotta gain attraction, but it's good that you can see. So that means I can stream, but I just need to figure out how to save my settings or just take the notes on what I did, so that when I decide to go live in the future, it'll be okay. It'll be up and ready. Ready to just go live instead of going through everything I went through to get here. That's loud. Okay. Alright. Music. Alright. That's good. So I think we're good. Market wants to fall. This is crazy. We're all the way in 2023's price. November of 2023. So all of those profits from November 2023 to December of 24 have been wiped out. And more profits have been made down, on the way down. and some people lost money on the way down. Alright, good. Studio mode setting. Let me see. Testing. Alright. I know how to mute it. Okay. It's looking good. What else do I need to test? Think I'm ready for a morning stream. Let's see. Looks good to go. Make a few more scenes and then it should be good. So this needs to be small. Starting to move. I'm not gonna trade tonight though. Just wait. From Ann? What do you mean? I can see from Ann. Oh. You can ask it. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. Actually, I wonder how to get this. Yeah, this white bar right here. Yeah, the bigger, I mean, the candlesticks is price action. So each candlestick represents the data of the price that price was bought and traded at for within that candle. But yeah, the big when you see these big candles like that, yeah, that's a pretty big sell off. That's not normal. Like these conditions, they're not normal. My candles are green and white because when I was first learning, I was getting triggered by red candles. So the white candles are supposed to be red. So the white candles are seller's candles. So that means that whenever the candle open, between the time that the candle opened and closed, it closed at a lower price than what it opened at. So if it closed at a lower price than it opened at, then the candle is going to be red, letting you know there was more sellers than buyers. And if there's more buyers than sellers, then the candle will be green. That's, the basics of it. Yeah. And it's just, you could find, it's no different than like plotting things in math. You can draw trend lines and things like that. Recognize patterns within the market, cycles. You got bear cycles and bull cycles. Like this right here can be considered like a bear cycle, which means it goes down. And within that cycle, you have these pullbacks, and those are called bullish divergence. Like, it's where price diverges, from a different path than the main course. Like if you think of a car driving in a certain direction, and if it goes off to the right or off to the left, you can measure the divergence of it. It's the same thing with the markets. If that makes sense. I hope I didn't complicate it. But yeah, it's pretty much. And so then, all these years it took me to just learn patience and not try to trade everything and just wait for like, if I don't get in like on this bear cycle, you have to wait until the bear cycle is over, till you break structure. And once you break structure, then you'll notice that there's a bull cycle. But there's cycles within cycles. So this entire move here, it was a bearish move. And in that bearish move, you have bullish divergence, bullish divergence, bullish divergence, or retracement. Depending on who you talk to. And, within this entire bullish move, you have right here a bearish cycle. And then it breaks and you have a bullish cycle. And within this bearish cycle, you have bullish divergences. And in this bullish cycle, you have bearish divergences. And these are called pullbacks, these little things right here. This is where people like to get in, like these right here. Where price advanced, it retraces. And then it goes up again. That's called a pullback. It's really simple. Like the concept of reading the charts is really simple. The hardest part is patience and not being greedy and making a lot of money. Realizing how fast you can make money, and then just wanting to take the trade every single time. Then it becomes you versus you. That's really the hardest part in time. Just the time that it takes you on the charts to understand, like, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And if you're just patient, the market will reward you. But yeah, Tony, we got to get Tony in here. He was trying to learn to invest, and I'm not sure if he's interested in trading, but he's interested in the stock market for sure. And I think, especially, in today's time, I think we all should be, especially if we understand money, that, every day your dollar depreciates. So why hold on to a depreciating asset, when you can learn to invest it in the other assets that will appreciate over time. Things they ain't teach us in school. They didn't teach us in school. Did I say ain't? I don't know what I said. What you doing though, Auntie? What you got going on? I'm gonna get off here in a minute. My best investment has been the time on these markets. Honestly, I wasn't really invested because I was investing because I was learning how to trade. I did invest back in like 2019, and when or before that, and when I got scared because I didn't understand a market crash was just an opportunity to buy in. I got rid of the stocks that I had, but I've invested in SCHD, I've invested in SoFi, I've invested in QQQ, before I was invested in Neo and stuff like that, but those are all short-term investments. So I don't really have a long-term investment that where I'm, well, SoFi probably will be that first one, but I don't have a long-term investment where I'm like, I've been holding for like 5 or more years and I'm like 100% in with the company. It's like I said, especially the last 3 years, all my money has really been going towards, I guess, paying the market tuition, if you will, to learn how to trade. Just getting that screen time in, taking losses, taking gains, and you'll just go through it. You'll go through it until the point where you get steady enough, everything clicks and it starts to make sense. But I will say these prop firms that I trade with now, I wish that I had those when I first started trading, because when I was making money, it was fun. But then when I was losing money, which I lost a lot of, like I said, just being greedy and not understanding market cycles, not understanding what's going on, I lost a lot of money. Whereas prop firms, you can pay for a subscription and you just basically hit a target before hitting the max loss limit, and if you are able to do that, then they'll put you into an account and they basically fund your trading, so it's a low cost to entry. You know what I mean? Because then the way I look at it is, if you don't know how to trade, you're gonna make money, so why not do it with a company that has a lot more than what you do to offer you. And then you take that money, and that's my goal. Take that money and then you invest it and trade into your own personal account. But I won't trade futures. I'll trade options. I'll trade options over there and invest, because futures they are highly leveraged. So we're talking about 30,000 in an account just to place one order. But the moment it starts going against you, you'll get margin calls. So you're talking about 50. You need a lot of money. You need a lot of money to really trade and be able to withstand the drawdown that comes with this asset that I trade, this indice that I trade. But yeah, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. But if you be patient, it's not so bad. But that's the thing, we're all human, and humans have emotions, and we can get upset when we do something that we knew we shouldn't have done or something like that. Like me pushing a button right now, knowing I shouldn't be trading. I'm gonna switch to MNQ. Pushing a button right now, knowing I shouldn't be trading because there's no volume really, and then it going against me and I'm down like $500. And then I get upset because it's like, why did you do that? My goal is to go. I want to start going live to try to pass these accounts live. I just started a new one. When did I start this one? I messed my 50K challenge up. So I just started this account Friday. You have to make 9,000 before you lose 5,000. I made $3,608 Friday. So this account is one I'm trying to pass. I have another one that's about to reset. So my goal is to try to pass it live. So I want to start going live in the mornings. I don't know if I'm going to do like 7 or 8 to like maybe like 10, 9:30 or 10 until I go work. Because I still work, I'm still doing what I'm doing until I can be steady with this. But yeah, I'm thinking like 7 or 8, more like 8, so maybe like 10. I think that'd be good. Get on the charts and just see what we can see, work on patience, and see. We just made a new low. Yeah, it's gonna go, and I'm gonna turn it off because I'm look at the cloud. I'm gonna be tempted. I'm gonna be tempted to trade, but we're so oversold right here. So yeah. But yeah, so I want to try as much as I can. I can't really say like Monday through Friday right now, or I don't know. I'll just try. If you subscribe though, and you turn on a notification bell. It should let you know, like, NQ Lioness is live when I do go live, so that if you aren't busy, then maybe you can get on, and yeah, see if it's something that you could do. I'll tell you though, there's way more women doing this than people really know. There's women who are retired who do this. Some of them trade with another company that I trade with, and I think that woman was in her 60s, but she just takes it slow. She trades the MNQ and she makes a couple $100 a day. She's not on there all day. She just makes a couple $100 a day. She's retired. So see, that's the move that I knew it was going to make, but whatever. I missed it. I missed that because the time to get in was the rejection off of this 21 EMA here. But it's too slow for me. I like momentum. But yeah, and there's other people that do it. They trade options. Options is another avenue that you can make some good money in. All of these things you can make good money and lose money, but it's all about keeping math on your side, right? Losing is a part of the game. So the goal is to lose more do you make. That's it. And that's where it's hard, because you have to have discipline to say, that's it, I'm cutting the trade. If you're making 500 a day and you're down 200, 150, you might want to just call it. And wait till the next day, and then you'll be profitable still. And over time, it's like, that is a profitable strategy and proper risk management. Yeah, thank you for the subscription. Yeah, I really do want to, man, because yeah. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. What time do you, well, I don't want you to put your work schedule out, but I know, are you at home working sometimes? I think so, right? Sometimes, unless you're traveling. Yeah, because you have an office and stuff. Okay, right. See what I'm doing? Because, I had my job. I was working in the lab. I loved it, but that house that house that you got with the stairs, the big old high ceilings, I need that. I need my big high ceilings. I need a beam in there. Like, we gonna get it. Big old beautiful home. For real. I'm serious. I am serious. Beautiful. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna get off of here. I'm actually gonna go read some scripture right now. I finished Proverbs. I love Proverbs. I just love Proverbs. So, I don't know if I may read Acts right now or Ephesians. I don't know, but I'm going to okay, yeah. Jasher, yeah, I haven't read Jasher. I've heard it and I've listened to a lot on YouTube so they have I'm working in the car, so I'll listen to the audio book of the Bible. 2 weeks ago I listened to Daniel. I've listened to Enoch like 2 or 3 times. Revelation, I was in Revelation a lot because the times. It's the times, but I think I want to go read Acts. Acts is about the road to Jericho, right? Am I mistaken? Is that Acts? I think that's Acts. Yeah, I love Enoch too. I'm like, this book is like otherworldly. Like, I don't know. Should be getting way a lot more pressed than it is. But yeah, I'm gonna read because I didn't even catch the lesson on Saturday. I seen that they were on, but I did not catch it. So But I do want to go read a little bit. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I bet. I bet. I'll catch it. You know, when I'll probably listen. Matter of fact, I'll probably listen to it tomorrow. That'll be the first thing I listen to while I'm working. You know, put it on. Yep. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for coming on because I needed to know if on the other side if I can see it on my computer too, but everybody's device is different. So as long as you can see it, you know, and I can like if I'm talking about what's going on, then you'll understand. You'll be able to take notes. Maybe open the platform one day yourself and follow along, and you can always paper trade and see if it's for you, see if you like it, and you can see whether you're making money or not, and maybe one day on the phone. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Turn this off. But okay, yeah, right. I know that will be okay. Send it to him. Okay, cool. All right, love you. I'm gonna end it once you say love you too. Okay. See you in the morning. I'm trying to go live tomorrow morning. I don't know if you'll be able to join, but we'll shoot for 8. Okay. 8 a.m. Be there or be square.